2 in a row. 2 in a row. You love to see it. You love to see it. We're back on track, baby. Back on track. I got the Bucks game on over here, too. It's wrapping up, so hopefully we can hold on for this dub. If not, you'll hear about it from me during this. So, two in a row. We'll take that all day long. Bolts did win tonight. Beat the Devils with a football score, basically, 8-4 on the day they released the Stadium Series jerseys. We'll talk about those, actually, in a couple days, because I got some thoughts. Anyways, so we're going to talk about the Bolts game first from tonight, where they beat the Devils. Then we're going to go over the Isles season series finale. Because, yep, we played them 3 times in a little over a weekend. We're already done with them for the season, so it's kind of wild. And then double barrel what if. You already know we do those on double game action days, so let's go ahead and dive into this one. But yeah, 8-4 win for the Bolts. Second win on the road. Second win on the road and in a row as well, obviously. After beating Montreal 6-1 a couple nights ago, 8-4, not bad at all. That does give us the season series over the Devils, 2-1. Remember, right? We lost to them at home at first, and then we beat them twice in their home. So, we'll take that all day. 3 goals in the opening 7 minutes and 56 seconds led to the Devils pulling starting goalie Jacob Markstrom. Nick Paul scored in just under 3 minutes into the game. Darren Radish scored less than a minute later to give the Bulls a 2-0 lead. And then Luke Hughes scored exactly the 7-minute mark to cut the Bolts lead to 2-1. However, 56 seconds later, Pontus Holmberg scored and gave us a 3-1 lead after 7 minutes and 56 seconds of game time. So, not too bad. 3 goals in under 8 minutes. We'll take that all day. Then the Devils pulled Markstrom. But then Kunzel came in. He scored his 15th goal of the season at exactly the 15-minute mark. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. On a Bolts power play. So we'll take that all day. 3 goals in the second. And then 4 goals in the third. So for both teams. So it was definitely an offensive firepower display. Well, especially from us, obviously. 3 goals in the second, 2 for the good guys, gave the Bolts a 6-2 lead heading into the final period. Oliver Bjorkstrand scored his 3rd of the campaign, while Hagel Bagel, his 18th of the year, helped pad the lead to 4 goals. So we'll take that all day. 6-2 heading into the final period. Sorry, clear glasses, 1 sec. Both teams did trade goals in the final period. 4 more scores did help lead to that 8-4 final. Braden Point notched his 5th goal of the season, so he's really starting to round into form. Cooch is starting to heat up. Sorelli, all of these stars that we need to be on their A game are finally getting on their A game. Oh, that's not good. The Bucks are getting the ball back to the Falcons with just 2 minutes left. Up by 2. That's not good. I don't know if the team deserves to go to the playoffs. Sorry. Anyway, so, JoJo had a bit of a tough night. He did stop 33 shots for an .892 save percentage. 37 shots from the Devils. So kind of wild. We shot 35 times. However, for the second straight game, he didn't need to be amazing. He was amazing against the Canadians, but he didn't need to be amazing tonight. So, 8 goals usually helps with that. So Bjorky also scored his 2nd of the game and 4th of the campaign to close the scoring on the night. Paul Cotter scored 30 seconds beforehand for the Devils to make it 7-4, but then Bjorky was like, I'm done. I'm scoring the second one. So, we'll take that all day. 14 goals in 2 games has really shown that Coop's remarks a few days ago about staying true to our game kind of rung true with our guys. We were in that rough patch, right? We did lose 4 in a row. It wasn't fun. Just like if the Bucks collapse here, it won't be fun either. Falcons already at midfield. Yikes. It's just a tough one all around, However, when you play your game, right, and you play the game the Bolts play, that's okay. Ooh, could be Falcons fumble. Hold on, I'm going to celebrate if it is. Please be Falcons fumble. Please be Buccaneer ball. Call Buccaneer ball. Call it. You should have gave it to us a while back. Call it. It's Buccaneer ball all day. Come on now. Sorry, y'all. We really need this win. Just like the Bolts need these wins. Ooh, hold on. What? I'm done with this. I'm done with these refs. Anyways, ton of assists though. Declan Carlisle had his first in his career, which was pretty awesome. He was called back from Syracuse before the matchup after having officially went on the IR. Hopefully our captain comes back soon. We'll give you guys an update on that after the weekend. Other points scored include Kucherov with 4 assists. He had 4 assists on the night, which is absolutely wild. There we go. 4 assists on the night, all day. So 24, 25, 26, and 27. That's why you're probably going to see his handsome mug on the thumbnail. Scott Zaborn had his second. He was called back up recently as well. Hagel had his 13th. Guntzel had his 16th and 17th. Moser had his 7th and 8th. Gord had his 6th. Radish had his 16th. Point had his 10th. And Bjorky had his 9th. So the offense was just on. Like, they were just doing what needed to be done and taking care of business. So we'll take that all day long. Holy wow, the Falcons have 19 penalties for 124 yards. If we lose this game, the Bucs lose this game, they deserve to lose this game. So we're going to take that kind of play all day long. And hopefully that continues against the Islanders because, man, they have had our number this year. Yeah, granted, we've only played them twice, and it was in a week, but they beat us both times. We did lose 2-1. Back last Tuesday. Actually, well, technically, a little over Tuesday, a week ago now. And then we did lose at the bench 2-0 as well. So the Isles have had our number. If we can get a win, it will salvage the season series. The Isles will still win it 2-1, but hey, at least we'll have one in the scoreboard, and that's one for the good guys, right? We're trying to get to 3 in a row and close out this road trip strong. But yeah, they've really had our number. We've only scored 1 goal in 4 games against Sorokin. So, hopefully that changes. That changes coming up because they are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games, including the 2 wins over the Bolts. They won 5 out of their last 6 as well, after dropping 3 in a row. This team, just like the Bolts, this team wants to give me a heart attack. It's 4th down. 4th and 14. They got 14 back on 3rd and 28. Ay, caramba. But yeah, don't be surprised to see JoJo back in net on Saturday during the series finale either. The current number 1's filled in pretty well for Vasi, as we all know. We've seen him play well. Yeah, he had a bit of a tough start against the Devils, but hey, other than that, going into it, 1.0 GAA. Oh my gosh! Falcons are going to win. This Bucks defense is oof. Y'all lucky you don't hear me talk about them. It'd be bad. It'd be really, really bad. Yeah, they are definitely in field goal range. They're going to win. But yeah, so it is pretty interesting because this team really needs to rebound against, hold on 2 seconds. Woo. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there's an alarm going off in the background. We just really have to rebound. We really need to rebound because so far 2 in a row, that's great. But 3 in a row sounds a lot better, especially after that 4-game skid we had, including those 2 losses to the Islanders. Oh, terrible, absolutely terrible. But yeah, if we can rebound and get 3 in a row, then that's fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Oh, yeah, I did it. That was weird. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Sorry about this. Because, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. Yeah, the Bucks definitely don't deserve to win. Oh my gosh. No! Oh my gosh, that was so... I guess, yeah. But yeah, so we're going to cover the double barrel what if as well. Talking about Dawson Mercer first. He was a 2020 first round pick by the Devils. Currently in the midst of his 5th season against in New Jersey. He's played in all 82 games during each of his 4 years there. So that's great. Hopefully that continues this year. Despite playing in all those games, however, his form has kind of gone back and forth. -25 plus minus his rookie year. plus 22 in his sophomore, negative 26 in year 3, plus 4 last year. So it looks like he's starting to find consistency this year. 31 games so far this year. Has a career high time on ice average of 18.52 and a plus 7. 21 points. Pretty even split on those as well. 10 goals, 11 assists. Here come the Falcons to win the game. I can't stand the Falcons, y'all. Just like I can't stand the Panthers. Last year, pretty good, though. 82 games. Average time on ice is 17.53, plus 4, plus minus. So, pretty solid. 36 points, 19 goals, and 17 assists on the campaign. Ooh, Mike is pissed. He's pissed because this team had 19 penalties and still beat us, and we've lost now to the last 2 teams at the bottom of the NFC South standings, and the Panthers will take the division lead if they win, and we have to play them twice in 3 weeks. So, he has a right to be mad just like a lot of people do. But, I mean, he's going to be an RFA in the summer of 2027, so he's still got a couple years left. He's going to be hitting his prime at that point, So, here's the thing. If he continues to improve and show consistency like he's done this year, like he did last year, it's going to be tough for the Devils to move him. However, he's also going to get more expensive. However, also on the other side of that, remember the cap is increasing. So, with the surplus of RFAs hitting the market over the next 2 years, it's highly possible that they could look to easily trade him. The question is, will it happen by this deadline? Well, they're 17-13, the Devils. They're 5th or 6th in their division. They're at 35 points. The Metro's wild. It's just as tight as we are in the Atlantic, except there's more parity. There's more points, but I don't know if there's more parity. Against the Bolts in 3 games this year, he did have an assist and a net 0 plus minus, and the Falcons win. Yeah. Man, this team is terrible. Bucks don't deserve to go to playoffs, y'all. Saying it here. I'm sorry. They just don't. Can't beat teams like this. We don't deserve to go. Baker looks the shit this whole team. Jesus. I'm going to honestly say it. Fire Bowles. If we collapse, he deserves to be fired. Yep. We're not doing that at all. So, but anyways, yeah. I don't believe they'll move him before the deadline. If they do, it's because they slip further and further into the standings and, they get a ransom from him. And honestly, if he's on the block, Brevoy needs to be calling. Straight up. I would love to have him on this team. So, it's another guy I wouldn't mind having. A bit of a troublemaker, a bit of an outlaw, but so did D'Angelo, the Islanders defenseman. Now, 2014 first round pick by the Bolts. Remember, he was a Bolts first round pick. He never played for the team in the NHL though. So he broke through with Arizona when they were the Coyotes in 2016, 2017. Then spent 4 years with the Rangers. Then went to the Hurricanes, Flyers, back to the Hurricanes, and now is in year 2 with the Islanders. So he's dealt with a lot of injuries. Never played 82 games. Capped out with 70 in his lone year with the Flyers in 2022-23. So injuries have been a big issue for D'Angelo. He's also had some behavioral issues as well, but he is pretty solid offensive D lineman, to be honest with you. He's notched 11 points, a goal and 10 assists, and a negative 6 plus minus in 31 games this year. 17.33 time on ice, roughly. Last year had a higher time on ice. Actually, the highest time on ice in his career, 23-20. Had a negative 11 plus minus in 35 games. 19 points, 4 goals, and 15 assists. So you might look at those numbers and think, well, they're not the best offensive numbers. Yes, but when he's playing more games, he's scoring more points. Gone over 50 points a couple times throughout his career so far. Could definitely get back to that in the right scenario. Time on ice has varied widely throughout his career, mostly due to injuries and other factors. 16.33 in his first year with the Rangers, all the way to the career high 23-20 last year. Definitely provided an offensive boost to the blue line, though. He's going to be a UFA next summer, so it is questionable to think that they would use a pick, or use any kind of trade bait to swing a trade for him, especially if the Islanders, when we don't play the Islanders again this season, so what do they have to lose? However, they're also chasing a playoff spot, so they could easily keep him, because remember, he's a pretty solid vet contributor. So I kind of like our guys more in Syracuse. Furthermore, I think we should look for other trade targets at defensemen. But D'Angelo could be an interesting option. When we come back for the weekend, we're going to recap the final Islanders matchup, plus preview Panthers and Lightning again. A couple other things as well. This is Jordan Llanes signing off. Y'all have a good weekend. Take care.